Hello guys and goals and submarine race fans. This is Son of Real Hole Guy. A big shout out to all of you mules. This is a week 5 report. What a topsy-turvy league this has been. When Pekka is 0-5 and G is 4-1, you know things are really fucking wacky. Let's start with our defending league champion Jelly Roll. It is a well-known fact that Scotty enjoys banging large African-American women, and, son of a bitch, what is wrong with that? But Scotty also runs a fine football squadron. Jelly Roll is 4-1 and his team is loaded again this year. No weaknesses for this sexually deviant fuckface. Next up, let us talk about our current number 1 team. All up in yet. Despite his retarded team name, this cocksucker has put together an incredible team. He has put up record-scoring numbers so far. He is the team to beat this year. And, hold on to your fucking hats, people, our next 4-1 team is G. That is right. Motherfucking G. This traditional league patsy has somehow pulled his head out of his ass. G is inexplicably leading the Central Division. He somehow drafted Alshon Jeffrey in the 10th round and, motherfucker, Alshon Jeffrey has gone off this year. Was this a savvy draft pick by G? Or was this a case of the blind squirrel finding an acorn from time to time? I will let you be the judge. But, son of a bitch, G is looking good. Next up is TT Boy at 3-2. This former porn legend who was known as the master of the DP, has put together a fine squadron. He is getting huge numbers from Des Bryant. He is also a big fan of Anita Bryant. TT Boy, otherwise known as Brickleberry, does have a bit of a weakness at QB. He currently has 2 Orca QBs on his roster. Also, he keeps strutting David Wilson out there at RB. Hey, Brickleberry. David Wilson sucks big time ass. Quit starting him, you doofy motherfucker. Next, we have Parted Meat at 3-2. Parted Meat just got a huge game out of Ramosexual, but his receivers have really sucked dick this year and his team is quite inconsistent. Next up is Morthog at 2-3. Once again, Morthog opted for a gay team name but he made the playoffs last year and will need to pull his head out of his ass if he hopes to make the playoffs this year. His QB situation is quite shitty. Quite shitty indeed. But the always savvy Morthog will find a way to compete. Next up at 2-3 is Martin P. Martin has a great QB and fine receivers but, motherfucker, he is hurting at running back. And holy mackerel, I almost forgot about Wampus Cats. Wampus is riding high at 4-1. He is dominating the Western Division. He made the draft pick of the year. With his selection of Peyton Manning. Manning is having the finest fantasy season in history thus far, and the usually hands-off Wampus Cats made the whatever pickup of the year. With his pickup of no Sean Marino. With Manning at QB, you have to figure Wampus is a near lock for the playoffs. But he does have some issues at receiver though. Next up we have a team named Dow at 3-2. Martin B has reeled off 2 wins after a dismal 0-3 start. He is led by Drew Brees and is strong everywhere except tight end. He could be a factor in the Central Division especially if Roddy White pulls his head out of his ass and starts to perform. This brings us to Mulvin. Despite a lot of big talk, Mulvin has really sucked dick in this league for the past couple of years. His 2 league titles are a distant memory. He sucked ass on Sunday and is now 2-3, but he has been able to maintain his love affair with Antonio Gates. This is 6 years in a row that little Mulvin has drafted Gates. This brings us to the two league shitasses. Pekka and Pats are both 0 and 5. Say it ain't so, Pekka? We have never seen such a dismal Pekka team. What the hell is going on in Pekkaville? He has huge problems at running back and a mediocre QB as well. Despite his shittiness, Pekka can still take delight in signing and dropping kickers. And, lo and behold, he gets to play the other winless fuckface this week. Perhaps one of these human shit-stains can find a way to get a win this week. Well, that is all for week 5. I will be broadcasting from Gila Bend, Arizona next week. Best of luck to all of you mules this week. Ba ba booey ba ba booey, ba ba booey, ba ba booey.